This is New Hot Country Kissin 99.3. I'm Barry O'Brien, and in the studio here in just a moment, we're going to take a break. Got to pay some bills, and then on the other side, I sound like one of them old-fashioned dishes. Going to take a little break now. Got to pay a few bills, and tell us what's happening over there in Anheuser-Busch, please, will you? Anyway, it's a homegrown country, and our very special guest is somebody we had to kind of reschedule because I'd forgotten I was going to be out of town or something. But anyway, Brent Lindley is with us. We'll officially introduce him and get him to kick off some of his great music in just a moment, and also some very special guests of his who I happen to owe money to, and I can't let them stand here too long. Anyway, we'll tell you who they are in just a few on Kissin. Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and may welcome Brent Lindley on Homegrown Country this morning.
Hello.
A lot of times I introduce people on this show that everybody in this area knows anyway. They've heard your music. They buy your albums. But then for the folks that don't know, I want to introduce them. How you doing, man?
I'm great. I'm glad to be here. I haven't had quite enough coffee yet, but I'll get to that later on.
Well, we got this thing in the other room. It looks like a doctor's office, and intravenously we can actually hook you up and put the coffee in. You ain't got to taste it.
Get it in my veins.
9:25. It's a very appropriate that we would have you in because your music's very, very good. Always makes a statement, and it's stuff that you do that you feel in your heart. But it's very appropriate to have you in here for Memorial Day weekend because you do a lot of we'll say military, patriotic type tunes. And you also have taken them back. Matter of fact, I realized on the front, was it the cover of your last album that you had on the Civil War outfit?
That's correct.
Yeah. And the name of the album is?
That's called American Hands.
Okay.
And I also had another album with my grandfather on the front of it, who's a three-war veteran as well.
How about that?
That's right. World War II, Korea, and Vietnam. And we're going to do a song about him in a minute.
Well, you know what? No wonder you and your mom are so tied in with the Infantry Museum and so much that goes on at Fort Benning. I mean, you got a whole line of folks.
That's right.
That served our country. Man, God bless you. That's wonderful.
Thank you. We grew up.
And so you kind of kept the heritage and just said, look, y'all fought. I'm going to take care of writing songs about it and all our heritage.
That's correct. And I'm glad to be able to pursue a career of music because people fought and died for the freedom, and they continue to keep our safety so that we can do this. It's the only country where you can do this.
I know your closest friends keep up with you on your Facebook and on all these places where they'll know where you're going to be playing, and they follow you. And they buy your albums and all. But people that don't know you, we're going to get to that in a minute. How they can find your music, where you're going to be playing soon, because I know you have a great show. Please introduce, now I wish I could do it because they're my two good friends, and it's Randy's birthday today. Did you know that?
Oh, boy.
Actually, technically tomorrow. But
oh, it is tomorrow, but still, I announced him on the birthday list this morning, Brent. And I dogged him bad.
Yeah, you did.
But at the same time, I said Dameron Pest Control is the best by far.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, he's going to give you the phone number to get in touch with him, do some business before he leaves this morning, so we'll do that. But in case you didn't know it's his birthday, how about a round of applause?
All right, Randy.
Our birthday guy. He's going to be 23. How about that?
Absolutely. Thank you a second time.
Darling, share with us now. How old is he really? Come on.
54.
54, really? She does tell the truth. How about that? So they are always here to I know even when y'all go up to Bluebird Cafe, you do some picking. Randy and Darlene go with you.
I take them with me everywhere. They make me sound really good.
Oh, man, what a nice guy to say that. That's great. Yeah. And what about now, whenever you pick, do you have a regular band and y'all also play some with them, or you just got your own band that you take with you?
They are my group right now.
Yeah.
So
well, you stay in the studio a lot, don't you?
We do. We do a lot of studio work, and we play out on the sidewalks, and we play in the bars and the festivals.
Wherever people can hear you.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to Bluebird, you're doing well. What are we going to hear right now?
We're going to hear a song called Victory Drive in 1945. And a lot of people don't think about the street Victory Drive here in Columbus. Well, they think bad things about it, but it really got its name after World War II when the soldiers saved the world. And I painted a picture of a parade that took place there in this song in 1945.
A lot of people don't know that at one time Victory Drive was the place to shop and the place to go back years ago. And they also, we might as well say this too, they have taken a lot of care in the last 10 years in kind of redoing Victory Drive, and it's a whole lot, it's a lot better place to hang out, a lot better place to be, in honor of our soldiers, but also people who live out that way. Victory Drive is a beautiful place to go.
And it's going to be again.
Okay. On it. All right, let's do this. What's the name of it again?
Victory Drive in 1945.
Brent Lindley, ladies and gentlemen.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
On the
It's Brent Lindley. And listen, they are putting together, that's a great tune, Victory Drive in 1945, along with Randy and Darlene Dameron. But I tell you something, they are putting together new studios for us over on Winton Road. Everybody's there but us. They left me over here. Yeah, they've been paying people to bring me food and stuff. But somebody go feed Bear. But anyway, we're getting some studios where all this music's going to mix a lot better. And it sounds good now with the mics, but people do know, and I know it's kind of cheesy for me to have to pass my mic over to Randy every time, but it takes a second. So please don't be offended that. But you got lots of applause, so you don't have headphones on. The audience was giving you some. It would knock it out for you, brother. If you had headphones, you'd hear them. I have 300 people hidden inside this little.
300?
Yeah, that's yeah. 9:33 at Kissin 99.3. We are going to find out where you get some of this great music. We're going to find out where Brent's going to be playing real soon, and we're going to do another tune. Hope you got a couple more lined up for us.
I sure do.
Super, man, you got a great voice, and I love your writing. Always have.
Thank you.
So, and let me tell you something else. You got a great idea for like, what do you call them? Album design covers too. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. But we'll get another tune. What are we going to play next?
We're going to play a song called First Generation American Hands.